This is Life Issue. My name is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my broadcast this evening. On this channel, we talk about trending news, any news that have to do with family, anything that relates to parenting, marriage, and anything that has to do with life as a whole. So today, I am going to be talking about a trending news that we all must have seen or watched or actually read about. And that's the story of Chinyere Ogudoro. Now, if you don't know about this story, sit down, relax, and I'll talk to you about what happened to this woman because she got married to a man and the fact that she actually stayed in that marriage. Now, before I even start the story, I want to ask a question. How bad does it get for you, whether a man or a woman, to leave that marriage? What is your limit? What is that thing that you know that when it gets to, you need to get out just for your life? I don't know about you, but I think that everybody should have a limit. Every human being, when you are getting into marriage, should set a limit for yourself and tell yourself, once it gets to this stage, I need to get out. So relax while we talk about Chinyere Ogudoro's death. All right, guys, this is Chinyere Ogudoro. Chinyere left the shores of Nigeria 4 years ago with her husband. And after doing a bit of research, she was working, she was, in a good place when she left. And she came to the UK to school. She had kids for the husband. Now, from my research, her husband was actually in the UK before, and he had to leave the UK because he committed a crime. And before the case was actually reviewed or was brought into review, he ran to Nigeria. Now, Chinyere was married to this man. I don't know if you guys know about the story, but hey, this is what we're here. This is the husband's picture. The the tribe doesn't matter because I've seen on social media people talking about the fact that he's an Igbo man, Igbo people, but let's get the fact the tribe doesn't matter because he could have been a Spanish, it could have been a white person, it could have even been a UK person or an American. What matters about the story is the limit we should take when we are in marriage and the actions we should take when we are in marriage. So let me tell you a little bit about the story because while I was reading it, I was like, oh my God. So Chinyere actually was married to her husband. They had issues. And in one of the fights that they had, the husband actually used a machete, like a sharp knife on her. And they actually separated. There's a family that was actually on the rock, a lot of fights, a lot of broken promises, a lot of threats. Now, this man was deported or he ran away for what he committed in the UK and he went back to Nigeria. Now, I didn't want to bring Chinyere's children in here, but I saw the pictures of her little children. It's on Facebook, it's all over. I didn't want to bring it here because that's not why this video is being made. So she had little children. Her children are not like, even when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God, didn't this man think about the children left behind? So She, after 4 years, she came to the UK to actually school. And from what I get, I think it's somewhere in Scotland that she went to school, and she stayed back initially with her husband because, when you come in, you can have a visiting visa, for no a stay visa, because when the way the UK works is when you come in, you actually apply for your partner, and your partner can come in on your visa. And then when you're processing, you guys work things out, okay? But while the man was actually here, he committed a crime. Now, I don't know what the crime is yet. Please, if you know this woman and you want to enlighten us, please drop the comment, tell us what this man did, because I bet it has to do with his anger. Because the UK society, Nigerian men don't understand the fact that in UK society, your macho-ness, your I am a man, I am this, I'm the head, and whatever, doesn't work in the UK society. And the point is that some of these attitudes they carry to their workplace. They go to work and they're expecting to be domineering, to be, telling their, female counterpart that they're a man and everything. And sometimes it backfires. But I don't know what he did. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say about what I know about Nigerian people most times. Those that have actually lived in Nigeria for a long time and they come into the UK when they are old. So apparently this guy left Nigeria. So this man, after abuse and after a lot of things, she now went back to Nigeria. And this is where the cookies start crumbling. This is where she met her Waterloo. So 2 days ago, Chinyere came back to Nigeria. Yes, she came back to Nigeria. She left her children in Scotland. She got home. She was picked by her brother. And this guy happens to be the only son of the family. Chinyere was picked by this child of this man. Now, from what we get, he's actually married too. Picked her. They went to the house in Lagos. And the story that we got is that while they were there, an issue or something happened, and this man decided to kill. Oh my God, I just can't understand how a man married to a woman would decide to kill the wife. But that was what this man did. This man killed the wife and the brother. He set the house on fire, and then he called his sister. And he told the sister that he actually escaped. I'm trying to look for the story because you know what? This story is something that when I was, let me just see if I can get the story. Okay, so this is the man, wishing his wife happy birthday, saying the love of my life and everything. I'm like, this is 2017. So what happened? And what this man did was he put a bandage on his head and he put a glove and went to the police station to report that his house caught fire and that incident was, but he didn't know that before Chinyere's brother died, that Chinyere's brother actually told the police and people there what happened before he gave up the ghost. And he said that the brother-in-law killed them and set the house on fire and left. That was how Chinyere lost that was how Chinyere lost her life. She lost her life because of marriage. And I was going through her pictures and I didn't want to bring all her pictures. Her pictures in the UK, actually being with her children. And I was like, what will make a man, what will make a man who sent this message to the wife, who called the wife my better half, mother of my children, all this, kill the wife? What will make a man do that? I don't know. I was actually going through people's comments and what people were saying, and I'm like, you guys don't get it. You guys don't get it. The point is that on both sides, I'm going to say the truth, on both sides, something wrong happened. And I know that so many people are going to come on here and talk about it and drop their comments. And I'm going to talk about this based on the fact that I live in the UK. I have friends that live in the UK, and I know what people face and what people pass through and what happens in the UK. I know that UK women, we've been labeled, we've been called names, we've been, said how we treat our husband. It's okay for you guys to talk about us and be negative about us. But the point is that shit does happen in the UK. And we get married because we want to stay married. And sometimes when you come to the UK, you find out that the shit that we take in Nigeria is actually not right. People could say it's cultural. People could say that, okay, in Africa, that's the way things are. But when you live in the UK and you have to pay bills with your husband and you share it equally, and the man is actually not contributing, or the man is actually contributing the same as you, you know what? Things changes. So let's look at this story in the light of women that live in the UK. And let's talk about the facts or what actually happened here and how it could have been mitigated. All right, so I saw this video and it was like somebody saying this comment, someone saying it is highly commendable and callous. I hope the law catches up with him. But however, Nigerian men shouldn't see abroad as Oguro for others. Once they get there, they change and turn to monsters to maintain their husband using the useless laws over there as shield and blocker. And some men have different ways that react to betrayals and treachery, which is the hallmark of Nigerian women. I don't have enough rest in peace. Okay, like this guy was just being, you know what? Normally it has to be a Nigerian man commenting this way. And let me tell you something. The point is that when you leave Nigeria as a married woman and you come to the UK, you understand the fact that Nigerian women, you live in Nigeria, you have your husband paying everything, taking care of the keys, the school fees, everything is done by the man. You literally have the man giving you money to do your hair, your this and that. Even when you walk in, the man still takes care of you. The man knows his responsibility. Even when he has side chicks, he still takes care of the home. But over there in the UK, you are on your own. And whether we like it or not, this is the system over here. The man walks the same way you walk. You make money the same way the man makes money. The system takes the money and the taxes and everything makes it impossible for the man to take care of the home 100%. So you contribute. Both of you are actually doing the same thing and actually contributing together. You don't have house helps. You don't have anybody to help you. You do this on your own. So the expectation for a Nigerian woman living in the UK is totally different because of the fact that the men are expected to help. The men are expected to leave their Amibo or Yoruba or my African mentality and act like the fact that they live in the Western world. Because we do not differentiate genders over here. If I live in the same house with you, you need to contribute. You cannot come back expect me to cook, expect me to do everything. I don't know where the fight started in this home when they relocated. I don't know when he used the machete on the woman. But if this man had used the machete in the UK, of course, he must leave. He must run away because the metropolitan police will go after him. He will not be able to work anymore apart from menial jobs. Of course, that was why he had to run and go back to Nigeria. Let's talk about, the hatred he had harbored for this woman. This woman, 2017. So that means that before he sent this, I love you and everything, the issues had happened. And this woman still went back to Nigeria. You guys were separated. You guys had issues. This man threatened to kill you. He threatened to destroy you. Maybe you must have called the cops on him. And then you reconciled with this man. Okay, this is where the story gets, very interesting as a Nigerian woman. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it very clearly. When you are married, you are married. It does not matter what your family expects you to do. It does not matter what the peers or what people are doing. If you are married, you are married. If you want to get out, you get out. If you feel the marriage is no more comfortable, you cannot bear with this man is threatening your life, you cannot live with him again, get out and stay out. So this woman could have stayed out and get out. But let me tell you what happened. Family and culture happened. I bet you family tried to reconcile. Friends told her she cannot be a single woman. People told her how bad an African woman, you cannot leave your husband and everything. And she went back. Not only that, because there had been betrayal and trust issue, this woman took a step that killed her. She started making investments without her husband's knowledge. And I'm going to say it again. If you live in Obodo and you are a woman, listen. Don't let your family break your marriage. It is wrong for you to make investments in Nigeria and your family is aware of it and they are actually the one building the house for you, buying the properties for you, and your husband is not aware of it. It is wrong. I'm going to, sometimes people say, okay, I'm a woman advocate, but I'm going to say the way it is. You cannot be in marriage. You've committed to a man to stay with him. You either get out if you feel your life is threatened by the man, and stay out. But if you're going to be with him, if you're going to make investments in Nigeria, like property, the man needs to know. So let me tell you what happened to this woman, or what caused this whole problem that we're reading about. The woman actually built a house in Nigeria. The man did not know that while she was building it, it was not his name and her name, or only his name that was on the property. So the man went to Nigeria, moved back to Nigeria, wanted to sell the property. And guess what? He couldn't. He found out that he couldn't. The woman owns the property. Yes, the woman owns the property. And I'm saying, you know what? Does that warrant him killing her? No, it doesn't. But most people in Nigeria, especially the lazy men who are not doing anything, who are lynching on their wives, prosperity and their wife wealth, to them, it is a no. It is an insult to them. Remember, this man is now in Nigeria. He's being coerced by his family. He's being spoken to by his friends. How can your wife do that? What kind of insult is this? and then he could not sell the property. So actually, you have actually provoked him more. So when you know that he was so angry, he was threatening you, he wanted to telling you he's gonna kill you and everything. Why did you go back? Why did you when I read this story, and the only thing I could say is, why did this woman go back? Why did she go back? Why? You could have walked away and never go back. You could have walked away and never turned back. You would have been alive for your children. That marriage was toxic. This man was threatening you with machete. This man was telling you he was going to kill you. And then you went back to reconcile. Reconcile what? Reconcile with the devil? Ha. Anyway we look at this story, it does not matter how we look at it. Wrong steps were taken. If you knew you wanted to stay in this marriage and you love him and you wanted to continue, you should have. I'm just putting things that people are saying so you guys can, it's not me talking. I had to research these and I had to come up with my idea. Okay, sorry, that's not the story. I just had to read this and read it again. I'm asking myself a question. Why did this woman go back? Why did she go back? You've made steps. Your family told you to do something. You bought property. You built a house. It wasn't in this man's name. Do you think this man's family is going to be happy? Do you think they're not waiting for you? You have your children in Scotland. You had your children. Why did you go? Why did you even allow him to come in? Why didn't you have security around you when you got into Nigeria? This man made threats to your life. And that is how this lovely soul went with her brother. But the soul of the departed rest in peace. But for those of us that are alive, the question is, and I'm going to say it again, the actions that we take, we need to understand. When a man is abusive, when a man is threatening you, when a man can take machete to hit you and threaten to kill you, run for your life. Don't stay in an abusive marriage because of what people will say or what family says or, what people will think. How can I be a single mom? Your life is much more precious. And if you are making so much money for you to build a house in Nigeria, then it meant that you could have taken care of your children. That means you have actually entered the system. If you are traveled to Nigeria, leaving your children in the UK, that means you have sorted out your stay. Why didn't you let go of that marriage? Why do we hold on to marriage in Nigeria like as if we're winning a trophy? It's a trophy, it's a trophy. We have to hold on. A man is abusing us. We have to hold on. We have to hold on. Why? I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Marriage is a trophy. We must stick to it. You must stay in it. The man is killing you. The man is trying to destroy you. And you're telling me you must stay because if you don't stay, you are not Christian enough or you have, dishonored your family. Guys, enough is enough. How many lives needs to be taken for us to know that when the signs are there, you run for your life? I don't know what you guys think about this story. When I read it, I was actually very upset because there are children involved. The man has been arrested. From what I get, he's been arrested and he's now in police custody. So, he's going to be taken to trial because there is a confession from someone who was dying. That's the brother. The brother of this woman made a confession before he died. Yeah, this handsome guy is gone. He's gone. Gone. Of course, people keep saying you shouldn't put your mouth. This is the sister. Of course, he should put his mouth. Stop. I see a lot of comments on social media. I'm like, you know what, you guys are talking crap. If there's a problem in my marriage, of course my brother needs to put his mouth in it. Of course. This man did what he had to do as opera, as the only son. Now a family has lost only son, a lineage gone by a callous man, a lineage totally wiped out. Hey, all right, guys, I don't know what you guys think about the story, but what I'm going to say is we need all to be careful. Marriage is not a do or die. Sometimes you can actually be happy being single, especially when you marry into a devilish, wicked, callous family, or to a man whom you know he's manipulative and wicked. Walking out is an option. Don't lose your life because you want to stay in marriage. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about this story? If you have any experience like this and you want to share, please contact me. I will be on vacation next week. So I have everyday blogging from next week. That's the Easter holiday. I'm on holiday for 2 weeks. Reach out to me. Let's advise women out there. Your story might help somebody, especially if you're a survivor. Please reach out. Your story might help someone. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye bye.